3 drivers that are under the most pressure in 2023. So first up, we have Colton Herta. I do think Colton Herta is probably under the most pressure this year. Just from last year, he had an okay season last year, but his biggest problem was he had some good races, like notably like the race at Indianapolis. He got first. The weather conditions he really played into it. But that was the only win he got that year. He had a few other positions, like in Toronto, he got second. He had a few top 5s, but the problem with him is he had so many bottom. He had a few P24, P30, P23, P15, P24. The problem with these results is they cloud his excellence. He's a really good driver, but because he's getting these terrible results, he can't fight for the championship. He needs to be like Will Power, how he won the championship. He won the championship he didn't win 8 races. I think he only won a few races. But he won the championship by basically being like, okay, I have enough pace for 3rd position. I could battle and get the win, but I'm probably going to wreck myself. So I'm just going to stay here and try and see if just pick up the points. And he has the mindset of, he has the very Max Verstappen, the mindset where he's like, I got to win. Even if I crash, I'm going to win. I got to win this race, which I think his consistency needs to go up. Next up, we have Pato O'Ward. I think Pato O'Ward is definitely in a unique position because the Arrow McLaren outfit has really kind of inserted themselves into IndyCar over the last few years, and basically they've become a championship contender. And all the Arrow McLaren have everything they need. They have good engineers. They have good pit crews. They basically have everything. The only thing they just don't have that physical championship under their belt. And I think once Arrow McLaren can have a championship in IndyCar, it's really gonna assert themselves as a top running team. It is. I will say that Arrow McLaren have already asserted themselves as a top running team, but having a championship under their belt will just be the ultimate, like, okay, we're here, we're not going anywhere kind of thing. And I think the best opportunity for them to win a championship is with Pato O'Ward. Of course, you have Alexander Rossi was also racing with them, but realistically, this is his first year of a new team. He can't realistically be expected to win his first year. Maybe he could, but I think their best opportunity is going to be Pato O'Ward. He's been with the team for a few years now. He had a pretty good year last year. He had some pretty good finishes last year, and he just needs to. And I think Pato O'Ward can do it. He has been a lot more consistent compared to people like Colton Herta, but I do think he's been fairly consistent last year. So I think that this year will be his year. He just needs to really. I think he's gonna be in the championship fight 100%. He just needs to. He has winning materials. He almost won the race last weekend in St. Petersburg. He would have won if it wasn't for his engine problems. And then last year he had some pretty good results. He got first place in Alabama. He got second place in Iowa, first place in Iowa. He did really good at Iowa. But overall, last year he had a really strong year. I just think last year was a tough competition there was a lot of really good guys fighting for the championship. Will Power, Joseph Newgarden, Scott McLaughlin. They were all the big guys were all the way up there. It was a pretty tight fight, so it was kind of. He would have won it on a normal year, I think. And then the number 3 driver I think is under the most pressure is Romain Grosjean. And I don't think he's necessarily under extreme pressure, but he's probably going to feel like he's under a lot of pressure, especially because he missed out on that first win. It wasn't too great of a season opener for him. He's been fighting there for that first win. That's got to be at the back of his mind whether his team is pressuring or not, getting that first win, just kind of proven the doubters wrong, because he's kind of had a lot of hate, because he's a F1 reject. For example, in F1 he's pretty famous for causing a few crashes, and then in IndyCar his first year there was a few crashes he had, what was just kind of him adapting to the sport, which nowadays I do think he's a pretty polished driver. He can compete with the best. I mean, he can compete with Will Power, Joseph Newgarden, all these big people that have been in IndyCar for 10 years. So, I mean, he's a pretty good driver. So once he gets that first win off his chest, I think it's going to be really awesome for him. And he could even fight for the championship. He clearly has pace in this current car this year. And hopefully he can kind of drive the momentum of last weekend's race to the rest of the season. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So if you guys enjoyed this, I want you to comment down below who you think are the most under pressure drivers this year. That's my take, and I want to hear what you say. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.